Hi guys, welcome back into the channel. So last week we talked about the surgical expenses we had with our rhinoplasty, with our Gore-Tex surgical rhinoplasty. Now we are going to be addressing questions that you had me asked in my social media accounts. So I got a ton of questions. Um, Pero balik-balik ka naman ang uban. So we are just going to address those very common questions regarding with the surgery procedure. So let's go. First, we have from uh, Yume Allah. So I'll be putting their names here. So she asked if dili lisod ikaon dex, bawal ba ang solid foods? It's a little bit hard to open wide your mouth after the surgery because you will have ano dito bruising here and swelling as well on top of your lip. So medyo numb gini siya dere 1 week after the surgery. So the doctor suggested actually soft foods, but you can actually eat hard foods. Pero you need to cut them off into pieces so that you can chew. And with chewing pod medyo nag-adjust ta because you can chew diri dapit sa duol-duol sa nose. So medyo palikod gid tanan then medyo i-balance nimo ang left ug right nga pag-chew kay para ma-exercise with ang both parts sa imuhang face. So that's it. Second question. Sakit ba siya, sir? According to Mamuela. So, I would not say nga sakit siya actually. Masakit pa ang magpa-tattoo, masakit pa ang magpa-injection kay ma-feel man nimo wala man siya any forms of anesthesia or sedation. So, mas sakit ang uban nga procedure. With this, wala kay ma-feel. And also, after the surgery, 1 week, dili man mo wear off. Ang sakit lang yun nga part bitaw, no, is the ears because they're yung part sa cartilage kay topical anesthesia ramang gud ilang gibutang. So once mawala ang topical anesthesia, it would wear off. So ma-feel gini mo ang sakit. Ngul-ngul siya actually diri. Um 3 days after the surgery, ngul-ngul siya. Lisod siya ihigda kay dili man ka pwede magtakilid actually gid pod kong after surgery. So mo na magpalit ka adtong neck pillow. So kung maigo siya diri magud nga part, sakit siya. Up until now gani ko mapilo siya ma-fold. Medyo naagid siya a little bit nga sakit pero not that ano man super sakit. It's tolerable nga sakit. Okay? So dili siya sakit. Ang sakit lang ang part is sakit siya sa bulsa. Oo. Sakit siya sa bulsa, di siya sakit physically. Then we have Melbert. What guidance do you have for young teenagers that want to work with their noses but have no money? Melbert, for young teenagers with no capacity, you work for it. I worked for it for a very long time. That's why after 31 years, pa na to siya na-achieve, di ba? Atong greatest frustration. So, you work hard for it. You work hard for your dreams. Yun lang naman siya. And there's no shortcut to everything. Okay? And he asked additional, what aspect of your journey terrifies you the most? Very Miss Mambahaw nun. Miss ano sa tawagan? Miss Hibok-Hibukan question. Who is this Melbert? What aspect of this journey terrifies you the most? So he is referring to the journey of having rhinoplasty. The thing that really terrifies me is the pain before the surgery. Mamangin atong kadlukan nga sakit gid siguro siya because it's a major operation. But no, actually it's not sakit again. Sakit siya sa bulsa. Physically not. And the other thing that terrifies me is the post-operation complications, which we already talked with the doctors during your consultation pre during and post consultations. So it's really important to talk with your doctors to understood your health situation. Kay lain-lain mo tag health cases, lain-lain tag medical conditions, lain-lain taog body types, lain-lain taog way of handling pain. So with that, mas ma-clarify sa imong part nga how would you cope up with those nga mga issues. Okay? And the third question from Melbert. Actually, he has four. So, do attractive noses make you feel insecure? Yes, definitely. Before we had our surgery, I would always dream to have those, the typical ideal standards of beauty. So, mo gada ko ta Filipinos not to love our own and not to love what we have. So we can't blame you can't blame me, we can't blame all those people who have insecurities with themselves. It's actually society. But again, it doesn't require to to be the same with everyone. But if you have the capacity and you're really eager to change those things, then why not? Again, I had the surgery after 31 long years. 31 long years. Imagine that. So insecurity, it's really part of our culture. Yes, Filipino culture. And the last question from Melbert. How long have you been contemplating it? Was there ever a time when you changed your mind? With the contemplation, it started when rhinoplasty and other aesthetic procedure was introduced to us with social media. Dugay-dugay na, younger pa lang, college days. But the willingness to invest on those type of aesthetic procedure was during the pandemic, Jude. I really believe that what happened to us during the pandemic is our depressions. We develop depressions, anxieties because, 'di ba? Again, we're not an island. So during the pandemic with the lockdown, we had less social interactions. We had everything on social media. That's when I discovered a lot of things, learned a lot of things about aesthetic procedure. And that's the time that I really had this height on doing the procedure and finding the means also. So that's the start. So that's 2020. And if you recall on my previous vlogs, I had already conversations with Doc Yapi with um, the Icon Clinic in Manila regarding the procedure. And for the question that um, if there was ever a time when you change your mind, definitely most of the time, because you are going to consider the time frame for healing. Again, for Doc Yapi, he gave me 3 months. So dito na down jud ko, like wala na ako siya gihuna-huna. Kay 3 months I don't have that a lot of um time. 3 months, 'di ba? Bakasyon sa akong work is less than 2 months lang. So where will I get that 3 months stay in Manila plus the accommodation, the food? There are a lot of considerations. So there are a lot of times also that I change my mind nga. Maybe it's not really necessary, but then the next day you wake up, it's again necessary. So yun, there will be a lot of times. Pero moabot ra po ka sa point nga, this is it. I'm really doing it. Okay, question from Zane Shub. Hello, is the surgery really worth it po? For me, after a few months, actually a few weeks pa lang after surgery, makita naman nimo ang result. For me, I'm very happy with the work of Nadela. But again, we heal differently. So mo nang dili ka ma-expect nga it's the perfect result, same as others. No. So, but for me, I'm really happy. I'm beyond happy, with the result, and it's worth it. Definitely worth it. The experience and all that. From Rick Jess. Hi sir, good afternoon. Pwede mag-ask pilay mabayad sa mag-surgery og ilong. So I already explained that on the previous video. Check that out. How much did it cost to have a surgery at Nadela? So it's 115,500 pesos, but other fees and other expenses are also part of that vlog. The accommodation, the airfare, the food, and all those things. So Rick just at least 120,000 for one Nadella. You can have the surgery. Again, it I already explained also that I took three surgeries for the nose, three types of surgeries. That's why it cost 115,500. Nance Pakal. Miss Nance Pakal is also doing a rhinoplasty procedure in the coming days. That's why we exchange a lot of messages. Message, her first message was, pwede mag-ask about your rhinoplasty ilan days bago makuha ang results ng laboratory test. For my laboratory tests, I did it in Camiguin. So it's just a few hours actually. 4 hours man siguro I had, but different day ha kay I had the ECG on the different day. I have the what do you call this? The X-ray on a different day and other laboratory for blood samples and other nga mga i-check sa dugo. That's another day. But most likely within 24 hours makuha na nimo ang result sa imuhang test. Okay? So, ana pod si Rick Jazz. Akong gusto man good sir kanang surgery para permanent na. Actually, di naman siya same sa tattoo nga henna nga dili permanent. So, maybe Rick Jazz, had idea of the haiku. The haiku is more likely not a permanent, but it will really change your nose magyapon. The threads, which is haiku, mao man na siyang cheaper version dito sa kuan. So, mao to ang nahitabo with the haiku. The haiku is for the threads here para nakitip. For the full surgery nga rhinoplasty, lahi po to siya. Permanent yun na siya. Nga pa si doctor nga mas delikado if i-change nimo ang imong Gore-Tex kay mas nikapit na siya sa imong maunod sa ilong compared to the cheaper silicone. So, pag yun ni doc nga niangay ra ka sa imong nose, syempre mo yun jud ka og yes doc kaysa mo yun ka og no doc, di ba another procedure. So, yun, it's permanent. Rick Jess. Additional questions from Nance Spackle also is, um, no, she, congratulate me because she was also happy with the result. Daghan actually ang nag-comment nga, angayan daw ko sa nose, kinsa ang peg nga nose, it's very natural looking. You will really talk to your doctor prior to the surgery during the consultation process. You will talk that out with the doctor and the surgeon. For me, I had Luke Conde again as the peg nose, and then um, I told the surgeon that as much as possible, I want the nose to be natural lang. Dili bito more super tukada nga klarong gid kay ang lining, klarong gid kayo ang silicone. And actually, it differs magid po. The result differs to the type of skin you have. For me, manggod, I have thick skin. So, medyo dili kayo obvious ang dili kayo klaro ang Gore-Tex nga gibutang sa akong ilong kay I have thick skin. So medyo diri nga part makita gyapon at some point some angles nga medyo rounded gyapon diri oh. But it there's massage man. You will going to massage your nose for 6 months. Ana daw, paana para sa bridge, then paana para sa tip. Pero sa'yo malimtan na nimo pero again kung ma-conscious na pud ka, baliko na pud nimo. So, yun yung mga questions nga common. Again, with the prices, I answered that one with the previous vlog. So we are on our almost 2 months na. So September 18, mag 2 months na atong nose. So mag-update na po ta sa Nadela because every month you're going to update your surgeon via WhatsApp. So mag-send po kong photo ni Dr. Kong sa, sa ako nose. So far, Dr. Kong's comment lang yun is, I heal fast daw. I'm so happy nga within the 7 days span yun, during the removal of stitches. Gamay na lang, scab na lang yun ang nabilin. Then, after 2 weeks, na-remove din ang tanang scab. Then, we're healing so well. So thank you, Wanadella, and guys, thank you for supporting my channel. So see you again on the next vlog. Thank you. If you have questions, DM me. Bye.